And in this particular case, I'm going to be showing you how to work with the butterfly images. So I'm just going to do a quick search for butterfly. And this brings up a whole bunch of images. So when you're looking for images to work with for a project like this, you want ones that are really easy to mask and that have high contrast, like this one that I've just called up on the screen. Not only is it obvious to see it from the background, but also looking at it, it's full of high contrast, a lot of blacks, charcoal gray, and grayish, very light gray, almost white. And something like this will be very easy to mask away from the background so you can see the detail of the outer edges. That will make it easy to create an outline. But also the internal structure is really visible, and that also makes it very easy to work with in terms of creating a great result. Now, I also want to show you the type of image to avoid, and this is an example. Because something like this, the colors are very similar. There's a lot of very dark stuff to the lines of this, the ribs, if you will, or spines of the butterfly. If you notice where they're lighter colored areas, these dots, these would be easier to mask using something like the magic wand tool. And of course these little white bits in the upper part of the body. But for the most part, this wing would be very difficult to work with, and so I recommend that you avoid it. And as you can see, this butterfly on the screen is before. But right now there are a few important differences, and if you look at the bottom right, you will see layers, and under the layers you'll see the butterfly. It's on background 1, then you see layer 1, layer 2, and masked layer. And these are all different components to do with the butterfly. So as an example, when I've masked out the butterfly and I've created the outline, this is what the outline will look like when it's finished. And this is another stage of the process of masking the butterfly, and while it's done a fairly decent job, it's got a lot of pinholes in it, and this is something that I need to fill in using one of the paint tools. So I need to create a very smooth mask with no pinholes if I'm going to create a proper selection. In other words, it needs to look like, whoops, turn that background layer off, it needs to look like this image above here against the transparent background.